Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through my journey of creating this website called Edugrow.ai. And it is an AI driven platform. It is designed and constructed by vibe coding. And some of you might already know what vibe coding is, but if not, definitely search that up. It's actually pretty cool to investigate, but I will share my experience and my just the journey overall. And a lot of people are marketing in a way that, oh, you can build this, you can build that, but it's challenging. Okay, and I have spent thousands of dollars. Okay, so my journey was I actually wanted to do my MBA, and this whole vibe coding and AI is just changing every single day. So I was like, hey, you know what? In my free time outside of working hours, instead of taking some classes and courses, let me just learn something that's going to be useful in the future. Okay. So now having a background, again, I'm not an advanced coder or anything, but just having a understanding of full stack development, right? Postgres, that's what I'm using for my database. And then front end, back end, everything is kind of in a Node, Express, and JavaScript and TypeScript. That's what I'm actually using for the front end. But that's something that I can actually pick in the vibe coding. Just having that little background does help to understand where the bugs are, where the problems are. If this vibe coding is not able to understand your prompts. But I have experienced that even if I do write it as a 5-year-old and just try to explain everything step by step, it will actually overdo it and something that I did not expect them to do at all. And I think it's super smart that it's able to do that and it's kind of able to think out loud, but it's something that I want to be able to control, right? So yeah, it's not easy. You should have a really good knowledge on prompt engineering, on what exactly you want. So then this vibe coding perspective or these type of prompts are able to execute in a perspective of what you actually want the website to do. And there were just a lot of debugs that I actually had to do, just making sure that the integration. So I'll walk you through from an integration standpoint. I'm actually using Stripe. I'm using Grok for my AI for a lot of things, and I'm also using some of the Google products as well. So it's built up with a lot of integration stuff as well, but just checking through all those integrations, and I'm using a Google API for locations and all that cool stuff as well. I'll walk you through it, but again, it's kind of time consuming, right? And you should know the integrations that you actually want to use, and what are those best integrations that will actually help this vibe coding tool, something that's actually feasible for them, right? So the word is feasible. So just definitely want you to understand when you try to explore things, don't just jump right in. Definitely try to do your research around what are you trying to build and what is a good tool for you at the end. But let me walk you through the two websites that I have created so far. So like I said, it's Edugrow, and it's a pretty cool tool. So I'll kind of tell you my little bit struggles. So during my undergrad and my master's program, I really didn't have anyone to kind of walk me through the resume kind of templates. And I know there's a lot of websites out there already, and I know there's another topic that a lot of companies might actually be struggling to get a lot of applicants as soon as the job gets posted through an AI or whatever the reason is. But I do truly believe that just having a good understanding and just not just go ahead and just go nuts with applying different jobs, but it will actually help you to understand if this is actually a good job for you. or if something that based on your skill sets and based on the knowledge that you are bringing, and based on the background that you're bringing, if this career or this job actually makes sense or not. Okay. I did not have anyone to talk to around my background, around something that I really want to pursue. So there is actually a AI mentor portion as well. And definitely take a look at that when you do sign up. But quickly, I have this landing page. So it does give you some problems that it actually solves based on the problem that many different folks might be facing on a daily basis. You can actually use a interview preparation. So it has an AI generated interview mock-ups based on the job analysis that you have done within this tool, or you can actually put in the job description or the job that you want to go after. And then there are actually personas that you can actually select. And then that's how it's going to start the session. And you have to answer those questions. And at the end of the question, you'll actually see your response and you'll actually see a scoring, and actually will guide you in the right direction. So it's a pretty cool tool if you are in the interview process, that if you want to just practice and just kind of be a little bit open up and how you want to communicate back to your interviewer. So this is actually a sign up page, and yeah, that's my email address. So reach out to me if you guys have any questions or any concerns. I am happy to help. And if you have any ideas or anything, I'm also able to help there. But I'm just going to go ahead and quickly sign in, or create an account, actually. And of course, validation, right? It actually makes sense. So let me just make sure. There we go. All right, perfect. So that's another thing. So it has an open source kind of a verification method that it will actually make sure that no robots are actually signing up. So I got an email, right? So I have two different screens, so I'm looking back and up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and verify my account, and boom, it has been verified. It will close the tab automatically just within 3 seconds if you don't close that tab. But then once you are on this page and it has been confirmed, your verification, then go ahead and click on the sign in. And there we go. So this is actually your dashboard as soon as you sign in. And within the signing process, you will actually see a multiple quick actions that you can take. So you have your own resume builder. You actually now, I think, from my perspective, resume, it's probably going to be outdated, but this is how you can actually present yourself based on what you are, who you are, and what type of backgrounds you have, what you're really passionate about. That should actually see that, or people can actually see that on your face, or express that when you're communicating that. But you can actually now have a AI kind of a prompt and assisted video resume. You can do a job analysis based on the job that you really like, and it's able to find the missing skill sets. And based on those missing skill sets, it'll actually recommend you free courses that you can actually take. And then, like I said, it has your own AI mentor, which is super fun. So I'll walk you through that really quick as well. But here's the best part. So based on the resume and everything that you do upload or work on, it'll actually calculate and it will give you a job market trend based on your resume and the data and the behavior that will actually understand based on this website. And then it will also recommend the learning path. So this is kind of gives you a startup, kind of a default learning categories that you can definitely take, but it will refresh automatically based on the resume that you upload and how you actually use this platform. Same thing with the skill analysis. This is actually a top skills in demand. And it actually will tell you your current skills, and actually will tell you to prioritize those skills, whichever career kind of a growth you want to go to. And then these are all the insights based on, again, it just kind of gives you some of the templates right now. But as soon as you start uploading your resume and then play around with different features, it will automatically start uploading things and refreshing things. So let's do first thing first. If you go in your profile, you have your profile completion. This will actually give you a better idea around what you want to do from your professional standpoint. What are your goals? What is your education background? And then what are your preferences? Okay, so you can actually set everything up. And once you do that, it'll actually give you the profile completion score. And here's the best part. When you are doing any job analysis, or if you're talking to your mentor, based on what you have input, based on the selection, that's how it's going to give you some responses back based on your prompt and based on the questions that you might be asking. Same thing with the interview prep. It will actually generate the questions based on the knowledge that it will recommend, or it might actually think that you have actually done all of this. So let me just ask you this question and then do some analysis based on your response then and how you're responding back. And you can do that as well. So first thing first, something that I want to show you really quick is you can pick a different options of your resume. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my PDF resume. So it's right now uploading and parsing the data. I am actually using an AI to do this. And we'll just wait for a couple seconds. It does take about 10 seconds or so, but here's the best part. It's not just going to extract everything. It'll actually tell you, this is what I have extracted. Okay. And it'll give you idea if it's wrong or right. And of course, if something is missing, you can always edit and add those type of fields. So there we go. You can actually see my personal information. I will not pick up your phone call or email you back. But you have your work experience here. I have 6 positions in my resume. I have 3 educations, and then I have multiple skill sets and 3 certifications. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with editing my resume. You can also see some of the next steps here. Boom. So this is your resume. So if you do, and keep in mind, something that you want to see this is that there is an automatic saving that's enabled. So every 10 seconds, whatever the updates that you're making, it will actually reflect on your resume. So here's the best part. So I have this AI generated. So I'll go ahead and click on the AI generated. It has been generated. So it'll actually tell you. And if you don't like it, you can just keep on generating your professional summary, or you can add your own professional summary. Then you have your own social media links as well. You can add your own custom fields that will actually add at the bottom, or you can move things around as well. Then you have your work experience. So there we go. So you can actually move things around if you would like, but you do have to make it visible. And let's just say if I just remove this and then just keep the driven integration solutions, and we go back up here and boom, it has changed. Now here's the best part. If you're done editing your information, or if you don't want to show your work experience, bad idea. But let's just say you decided to not show your work experience, it will actually hide that information from your resume, but I'll definitely show that. Now I'm going to go ahead and download my resume. You can download in JSON. Boom. I know it's cut off. I'm just trying to record but the screen, but you can actually see in a JSON format, but you also can download your PDF. It does take about 10 seconds or so, but it just downloaded. I'm not sure if you saw that little animation there, but it did download the resume. And I'm not sure if you're able to see this, but this is the resume that I have, but I'll upload this in a comment as well. But let's go back to, but it's exactly the same format. If you do add an image, it will actually show as well. Here's a best part about this resume. Now, let's just say you're just tired of sending this resume over and over again, but let's just say the new term is, or new way of to showcase yourself is portfolios and projects and stuff. You can still use this to build your portfolios and projects, but here's the best part. you can actually make this public. And once you make this public, you get a public settings. So you can hide your personal information. You also have a video resume that I'll quickly show you. I know this is going to be over probably 30 minutes of my video, but just bear with me. I hope you find this useful. It is absolutely free. Okay. But I can connect some donation because it's going to cost me a lot of money. I have already spent a lot of money by just doing some research and playing around with a lot of different Vibe softwares. So definitely help me out. It's just going to go into the operation cost. So really quick, I'm just going to go ahead and, you can click on contact me and you can add in your email address so then they can contact you in the right location. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy my link and I'm going to go into this page. Sorry, I have to pause for a really quick second. But so this is where this is your public URL. And here's something that may help the recruiters as well, hiring managers, if you just quickly want to understand who this person is, what is the value proposition, what is the hireability score of the job that you might be looking for, and what are the best fit roles. Okay. Again, it's just an AI analysis. But here's the best part. So here's your resume. And if you have any projects or portfolios that you want to showcase, you can definitely do so here as well. And you can share this resume, or people can actually share this resume with some other folks, or they can contact you right away, which is going to be sending you an email. So we have, by the way, there's a SendGrid. That's what I'm using for my email communication for all of my email templates. Okay. Now, let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the resume. And here's my video resume. So I can go ahead and create a video resume. I'll just walk you through it really quick. So the title, I'm going to put in product manager. And I'm going to pick my resume, which is something that automatically able to recognize. And it will kind of show you your primary resume based on your settings. And then I'm going to put in the content tone, which is pretty amazing. I want to be a little bit more leadership tone, and I'm going to go ahead and generate my script. Boom. So this is your script, speaking script, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue recording. And look at that. It actually starts from a web browser perspective. That integration, well, it will actually look for your the available cameras and then the microphones. And then here's the best part. It'll actually prompt you. You can scroll down so you're not looking away or anywhere. So it's very professional. And then you can start recording. Or if you have your own existing video, you can go ahead and also upload that. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to create one right now, but you can definitely create one. It's going to show up on your public profile as well, unless you hide it, right? I'm going to go back. Cancel this. Yeah, I wasn't unable, my camera. So job analysis. It automatically selects your primary resume. I am going to go on LinkedIn really quick. Sure, sign me in. Of course, these authentications it's good, but sometimes it's a little bit frustrating. So awesome. So I'm going to go into jobs really quick. And then I'm just going to pick one. I'll pick this one. I'll actually click on apply. And I will take the URL. I'm going to go back to this page. I'll just paste it here. It's an optional field. So you don't really have to put it. But this is a job description and I'll just go ahead and copy until apply now button, and I'll go ahead and paste it here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and analyze this. It's going to analyze with an AI, so it's going to read. So we do extract the data based on your resume. We put it into JSON format, and it will extract the job description. Well, not really extracting, but based on the description, it'll actually go ahead and give you some results and the analysis based on the scores and what that company is and all that cool stuff. So there we go. So it kind of gives you the company details. It kind of gives you or extracts the information about the location, who's the leadership team, potential hiring manager, the interview questions and suggested answers, your culture fit overview, the scores as well. Then it gives you the free courses based on some of the skill sets that you don't have, right? So you can go ahead and take them. And then some of the career a development based on the recommended certifications and all that stuff, all these different recommendations. Here's the best part. So you can copy this thank you email template. I'm going to go ahead and copy. I'll go into I was supposed to be going to Notion. Sorry. Okay, so I did copy that little email template, and then I'm just going to go ahead and paste it. So it kind of gives you a pretty cool things where you are able to just focus on kind of a pre-screening, I want to say. You can do a follow-ups as well, 1 week follow-up, 2 week follow-up, timeline inquiry. You can copy this again. Let's go back to Notion, and then boom, there we go. So it kind of gives you a really good template that you can send, and it gives you like a company insight. You can look at some of the research links as well. So if you go into the Google News, you can actually just kind of gives you a better good information, right? When you are doing or applying for a specific job, and then some of the resources based on the best practices that you can follow. But yeah, if you have any improvements that we can actually do, definitely submit your feedback to us. Now, let's go walk into the AI mentors. This is amazing. This is a Steve Jobs that your mentor is, who's gonna kind of give you some insights and coach you on the innovation and leadership. But you can pick your own, or you can click on this little gear icon, settings icon. You can create your own personas as well. But let's pick Elon Musk. Okay. And I am going to start with some of my career path. So it's just thinking, and it will look for your resume. If you don't have one, it will ask you for the resume. So given the experience of a product owner, blah, blah, blah. So you can recommend a next move. So it kind of gives you pretty cool things, right? And you can ask some personal questions or anything. We do not track any of this information. That's why the history is going to be coming soon. Is when you come in, there is a retention policy, but if you come in tomorrow, it will be gone, right, for now. So that's what we have. And I'm going to go to the interview prep. This is pretty cool as well. So in your primary resume, I'm going to go ahead and select that. We did do a job analysis. If you didn't, you can actually use this custom details, and that's how it's going to trigger. Now, interview personas. Right now, I have a senior product manager as a persona, and then I'm going to pick, let's just say, about 8 questions. Okay. I'm going to start my interview session, and boom. So it kind of gives you the preview, and then the questions, and then the recording and everything. So I'm just going to start and be a little bit gibberish kind of response here that it's already recording, right? So, but the first question is, tell me about the time when you had to solve a complex problem at work, and how did you approach it? From my perspective, complex problems are just a lot of misunderstanding of requirements or what exactly the expected outcomes or outputs that we're trying to go after. Does that meet the vision or objectives for the company, right? So just going to click on done answering. But boom, look at that. It actually captures every single thing. And right now it is analyzing your response. And once it's done, it will actually take you to, you can go to the next question, which this is the second question. But you know what? I'm actually done practicing. So I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. There we go. So it kind of gives you a really good response, areas of improvements, ideal answer. So it kind of gives you a good experience around when you're talking to, if you're an introvert, for example, right? It kind of gives you a better capabilities on how you should be. It's just a helpful tool that I personally think I did not have. And I had to go through a lot of interviews. I had to do a lot of research on the companies, some of the leadership teams, their products, their services. So then I can actually sell myself, right? But I hope this is helpful. But if you have any questions or any concerns, definitely share a feedback. You can go to your settings. You can change things around if you would like. You can go into the feedback session page. You can also give us the feedback. You can go to the FAQs to basically just see what are the other features and stuff that are available to you. And yeah, this is pretty much kind of a pre-screening stuff. But the last thing I do want to just let you guys know is if you have needs, or if you are a career coach, or if you are a course creator, content creator for all the courses, if you have your own boot camps or certification programs or anything, and if something that I can help you to promote on this website, definitely I'm happy to partner with you guys. And, it's not a competition. More resources, the better. That's kind of the way how I learn, and just want to share. Thank you.